All right, next weekend at UFC 287, Alex Pereira takes on once again for the fourth time, maybe the final time, the fourth and final time, Israel Adesanya. Now, we know what happened last time out. The bogeyman, the kryptonite of Israel, showed up at Madison Square Garden and stopped, TKO'd Israel Adesanya for the second time in their career. Fought twice in kickboxing, one decision, one knockout victory for Alex, and then they fought in mixed martial arts, and it was a fifth round stoppage. However, Izzy was doing fantastic. Izzy was winning the fight. He was out striking him, he was out slicking him, out finessing him, out grappling him, and winning the rounds. It was probably 3-1 going into the fifth, but in round 5, Glover Teixeira and Alex Pereira's coach told him everything he needed to hear, gave him some words of wisdom, some encouragement, some advice to go out there and finish this guy if you want to be the champ. And that is exactly what Alex Pereira did. Now, I've said many times, I really respect Israel Adesanya for taking this fight. He could have took some time off. He could have rested on his laurels. He could have gone on holiday, spent some money because he's earned bloody loads of it. And he's been a very, very active champion, fighting something like every 3 months, which is just ridiculous. Probably the busiest, most active and one of the most successful champions that the UFC has ever seen. However, then none of that matters. He lost the fight, but he's going to step back in there once again. Okay, and that is... Israel has my respect for that. He really does. I mean, that is a true fighter. Wants to get back in there. Hasn't beat him once, not twice, 3 times, and finished him twice, but still wants to get back in there once again. If that doesn't command your respect, then I don't know what does. It's clear Israel Adesanya was the better kickboxer, okay? He is. He's so slick. He's so fast. He's got beautiful combinations. And he was generally beating... is Alex Pereira to the punch. Okay, and of course in rounds 2 or 3, I forget, I haven't seen it since the original fight on the night. He took him down. He controlled him, he almost submitted him once or twice. So what's he going to do in this fight? Well, he's going to do what he did last time out. He's just not going to get knocked out in the 5th round. And how does he do that? Well, he does that by not backing up against the fence. That's what Pereira did in round 5. He went forward, he went at him. He was very dangerous, very aggressive. That left hand is the money shot of Pereira. Backed him up against the fence. And from there, Izzy had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And of course, in round 5, you're getting tired. Maybe in the earlier rounds, he had the cardio, the ability, the stamina to zig and zag, to side, to lateral move left or right and avoid the trap. The cage is a trap, let me tell you that. But in round 5, you're getting tired, okay? You're running out of breath, you're running out of stamina, your legs are burning, you're on fire, and then boom, Pereira catches you, and then it all goes out the window because you're kind of dazed, you're confused, you're dizzy, you don't know what's going on. And the next minute, Mark Goddard stepping in there and stopping the fight, and you're still on the feet. Fair play, though, to Israel, because he never complained, he never bitched, he never moaned, he never said it was an early stoppage. Some people might have done, but nevertheless, Israel Adesanya is no longer the champ. Alex Pereira is, and just recently we saw him out there. The video came out where he's doing his final adjustments for this training camp with none other than the Iceman, mixed martial arts legend and former light heavyweight champion of the world on many occasions, Chuck Liddell. Now, the association between these two guys from far back, Glover Teixeira is the coach of Alex Pereira. Glover Teixeira started his MMA career at the Pit with John Hackleman and Chuck Liddell a long, long time ago. He was kind of like Chuck Liddell's special weapon that nobody knew about. This guy from Brazil that was so good on the ground, a very good wrestler, and of course a tremendous striker as well. No one had heard of Glover Teixeira back then, but that, as I say, that was kind of like Chuck Liddell's secret weapon in camp, because you're only as good as the people that you train with. Now for this, of course, God bless to the legend Chuck Liddell. He's out there, he's giving some pointers to Alex Pereira, because Chuck Liddell knows what it takes to win these kind of fights at the highest level, when the pressure is on, when the title is on the line, and thousands of people in the arena and millions all over the world are watching. That is a tough thing to do. Chuck Liddell's been there, he's mentoring him through it, but also he's helping him out in the gym. We're looking at some of the sparring sessions, so let's just have a look at this.
Get out of there. Get out of there. Head position. Don't give that head position up. Are you aggressive? Don't ever give that head position.
Yeah, exactly. Correr, passar isso. Aí, ó, com dor de cabeça.
And right. Touch!
So as we can see there, number one, Alex Pereira, as always, looks absolutely massive. He's a huge middleweight. It's crazy how he makes middleweight. But he's looking a little leaner, if you ask me. And if you look at the sparring partner, a very tall, long, rangy sparring partner, someone that is perfect to take on the likes of Israel Adesanya. Chuck Liddell giving him some hints on head position and all the rest of it. When you're in the clinch, you can use the head as kind of like a third weapon, a third hand. You can control their face. Certainly up against the fence, you drive them up against the fence. And the head, you can drive it into your opponent. You can stifle them. You can control them. You can hurt them, cause them pain and agony, and use it to set up other submissions and takedowns and things like that as well. So how's this fight going to go down? Well, I'm not giving you a prediction yet. I'm just giving you my thoughts on this situation that we saw. I just think it's so awesome that Chuck Liddell is in there. He's in the gym. He's an older guy now. He's been around the block. He knows it. He's been there, seen it, done it, got the t-shirt many, many times. Okay, so it's awesome that Chuck Liddell's giving him some advice, and I'm sure Alex Pereira is very, very grateful. Now, Israel Adesanya, what's he going to do? I think he's probably going to do similar to the first fight, but you never know. Maybe he's going to come out there and go for a double leg takedown right off the bat, because he was the better grappler. He's just a better grappler, simple as that. He took him down, controlled him for a little bit, and who knows, he might be trying to go for a submission this time. Because the thing is, you don't have to be a great wrestler to learn the mechanics to do a double leg takedown. And certainly when you're Israel Adesanya, Alex Pereira isn't necessarily going to expect that off the bat. Look, Izzy can breakdance, okay? He's a phenomenally coordinated fighter. Okay, he's got way better coordination than me. I can't dance. I certainly can't break dance, but I could learn how to do a double leg takedown. And what I'm saying is, if I can do that, then so can Israel Adesanya. So I'm just going to throw it out there. Don't be surprised if you see Izzy go out there, pretend to trade on the feet, double jab, right hand, whatever the combination may be, to get a reaction from Pereira. And when the arms come up, you level change, you're shooting, you get your arms around the leg, run him into the fence, pick him up, slam him down, and there you go. Now listen, of course, you know, Pereira training with the likes of Glover, Teixeira, and of course Chuck Liddell, they've been there, done it, got the t-shirt, they know how to get back to the feet, but the element of surprise from Israel Adesanya, he might just catch him. You never know. As I say, this isn't my official prediction. That's going to come next week. But UFC 287 going down in Miami, Florida next week. And I mean, what a fight card this is. We've got Alex Pereira taking on Israel Adesanya, the rematch for the fourth time. Gilbert Burns taking on Jorge Masvidal. Sensational fight. Rob Font, Adrian Yanez. That fight's going to be ridiculous because them two are just going to box the hell out of each other. Adrian Yanez, 5-0 in the UFC, 5 wins, 4 stoppages. Keep it out for that fight. Kevin Holland, Santiago Ponzinibbio. That's going to be great. Raul Rosa Jr. taking on Christian Rodriguez to open the pay-per-view. And the prelim headliner, this shows you how good this card is. Kelvin Gastelum taking on Chris Curtis. Kelvin Gastelum has been around forever, had some tremendous wins, pushed Izzy to the absolute limit, and always hunting for the gold, always wanting to be a champion, and he's on the prelims. That just tells you how good this fight card is. I can't wait for this one. Next week, UFC 287, Miami, Florida. Let's go. Subscribe and ring the bell if you haven't done so already. I'll see you soon.